In this video, we are going to work with the generation button that we clicked in the last video to create audio in our notebook. We will start with the interface inside of our document that we created with the YouTube link. The audio overview is typically going to be less than 10 minutes. You can click the ellipsis, and you can download the audio that has been created. You can share a link to that audio from within your notebook. If you want to change the playback speed in order to hear the audio faster, you can do it. And play the audio in your notebook.
All right, so today we're diving headfirst into the future, and more specifically, the future of AI. Not some, way out there sci-fi future, but the future that's hurtling towards us like right now. Like in the next 5 years, this stuff's going to be knocking on our door. And to guide us through this pretty wild landscape, we've got Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google. So, he's been around the block a time or two when it comes to tech. And he just did this interview, right? And let me tell you, this guy is fired up about where AI is going. I mean, seriously, this interview, it's less like a tech talk and more like he's got this insider knowledge of like a technological earthquake about to hit. So first up, he throws down this idea of infinite context windows. Imagine for a second that you're not asking AI for a recipe, okay? You're asking it to come up with a recipe for a completely new material, something even scientists haven't figured out yet.
And when you have completed your listening, you can click pause. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. You can use the AI writing tools inside of Google Docs. Starting within the writing area of Google Docs, you can click on the magic wand, which will give you access to the tools for AI. You can write in your prompt and click Create. You can access refinement tools in the bottom menu. And as of the recording of this video, you can summarize, you can elaborate, you can retry, or you can shorten or bulletize. You can keep accessing refinements until your post is final. You can use further refinements to determine the tone of your writing. Once you have your content the way you want it, you can then click Insert. And your title will then be auto-generated if you don't have one. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. You can find it by going to gemini.google.com. There are extensions to Google Gemini, and as of the recording of this video, you will be able to see some of those extensions by going to your Settings button. You can then click on Extensions. You will see different elements, such as Google Flights extension, a Google Hotels extension, a Google Maps extension, a YouTube extension, a YouTube Music extension. And when you are doing research, you have access to an OpenStax extension. And according to Gemini, OpenStax is a nonprofit educational technology database giving you access to a wider base of resource materials. And if you have the OpenStax extension enabled, you can use @OpenStax in your prompt to get a wider source for research. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.